What's going on?
No.
New digital media is a term we'll coin for the newly established media outlets of 2016 throughout 2018 that are recognized as new tastemakers for rap. They usually offer their opinion on music and either focused on conveying the whilst going on wild tangents unrelated to music through a streaming service or offer some type of comedic relief in relation to what they're discussing. Mostly online-based segments such as the popular Everyday Struggle, the Joe Budden podcast, DJ Academics' platform through YouTube and Twitch, Nora's Drink Champs, formerly Taxstone's podcast, and none other than No Jumper podcast are truly the culture curators in how they dictate trends in regards to music. Out of these several, we'll discuss how the Everyday Struggle platform rose to power and established themselves as the primary rap news media outlet of this new era. This is N2 Media. We're here today to explore how important new digital media is, imperative to rap and everything in general. Now we'll start with Everyday Struggle. Every Struggle began in the first quarter of 2017 with a bang. It was originally Joe Budden's idea to have academics and Nadeska join in with him to collaborate on a rap-oriented news segment. For now, we'll go ahead and skip the controversy and the drama behind surrounding the show and focus on the influence that came with the show. With the show's creation came a dialogue dynamic that was really never present before in news-related hip-hop news and shows. It was more focused on expounding on topics that mainstream journalists in rap were too afraid to cover. Joe and Academic's dynamic flourished as their respective profiles garnered the attention of hundreds of thousands of people, such as chat niggas and old heads bonded when the two were on the show together discussing talking points about certain rap-related subjects. This propelled the show to new heights, when they were having guests come on the show regularly for promotion, which marks the show's significance. Whether it was Joe and Act disagreeing on whether Lil Pump actually attended Harvard, Joe hinting at actual Illuminati-esque force existing in hip-hop.
They think all these ridiculous things.
I have heard this before.
You have?
I have heard this before. He's correct. As much of a lunatic as he sounds like.
People genuinely believe this is true.
I have heard this.
People think Diddy sacrificed Biggie.
He confused me because he said fans. I've never really heard fans with this rhetoric.
Who do you hear it from? Other artists?
I've heard some other people into it here.
Really?
I ain't getting shot.
Oh, you just started.
This
You
just
just
got-
started a whole.
Yeah, it's just
now they're
got
gonna be
weird.
talking about this for next
But
week.
I'm serious. I'm not joking. I know I joke a lot here. I'm not joking. Everything that you're saying, I've heard.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the veracity of
It's some
that,
real
though, right?
classism. That's the word. Fucking in gangs, they have it as well. I won't say the Freemasons, but they have other. So what I'm saying is, I have heard that.
Ack and Joe delving into causation and preventative measures surrounding Lil Peep's untimely death, or Joe and Ack arguing on the implications of power of labels and their respective executives. These topics, often conveyed, were never to be discussed on any type of media outlet because they could upset the executives sponsoring the show or cause some type of conflict of interest. Because of the dynamic that Joe and Ack had and how they were employed via Complex, they were considered independent media personalities, contractors, who represented their own ideas and their own independent and not attached to Complex and their entity at all with the Complex brand. This made for engaging dialogue between Joe, Ack, and rarely Nadeska sometimes because she had to be the mediator, and the guests such as Lil Yachty, Wale, and other known guests, and Vic Mensa. Moving forward, we see the brief controversy with Lil Yachty, which led the vegan beef with Migos and Everyday Struggle. Both apparently episodes went viral, and several memes arose out of each situation, respectively. Joe went hard on Yachty, questioning about his record deals and the sponsors that he's gone, and what he's trying to get out of rap and hip-hop. And Migos subsequently wasn't like that what happened. So afterwards, upon being interviewed by Joe, they had a brief altercation, as you can tell by all the memes and the gifs when they're about to get up, or when Ak was asking Takeoff if he was left off of Bad and Bougie. At that moment, another viral moment was birthed. Thereon after, both of their profiles boosted and both parties benefited, mostly due to the supposed quote-unquote beef between the two entities, Joe and the Migos. But really, Joe didn't have a problem with the Migos, it was just with their label, QC, quality control. This expanded into everyday struggle versus the Migos, and it previously stated, both propelled. If this situation doesn't express the importance of the new digital media and everyday struggle as the mark of them as culture influences, then there's nothing that will.